In this video, I'd like to talk about the math question of the day for Monday, July 24th, 2023. And in this word problem, we have a color photograph taken with a digital camera is converted into digital format using 4 times 10 to the 0 bytes per pixel. Photographs taken with the camera each have 2.2 times by 10 to the 6th pixels. How many bytes are there in one photo? And word problems like these will typically be seen near the end of grade school, maybe 6th, 7th, or 8th grade, especially considering that they involve scientific notation. So at this point, go ahead and pause the video, see if you can work through this on your own. And when you're ready, unpause the video and we can go through this together. Now, assuming that you have attempted the problem, let's start working through this. And we're told that a color photograph taken with a digital camera is then converted into digital format using 4 times by 10 to the 0 bytes per pixel. And while this is written with scientific notation, 10 to the 0 or anything to the 0 power is just 1. So this is really just 4 times 1 or 4. We can say bytes in 1 pixel or bytes per pixel. Now, our other piece of information we're told is that photographs taken with the camera each have 2.2 times by 10 to the 6th pixels. So let's write down that information as well. We have 2.2 times by 10 to the 6th, and that is pixels. Now, 10 to the 6th is a 1 followed by 6 zeros. So this is multiplication by a million. So really, we have 2,200,000 pixels. And the question asks, how many bytes are there in one photo? So we know this is one photo. It has 2.2 million pixels. And we're also told that when converting, there are 4 bytes for every 1 pixel. So to figure out the total number of bytes, we can use a little bit of unit conversion here, or rate conversion. We start with our photo, or we could start with our rate, but we have, let me write it in scientific notation, 2.2 times by 10 to the 6 pixels. And we want to multiply it by this rate here so that we can cancel out pixels and convert our units to bytes. Now, when carrying out this conversion, since we want to cancel out pixels and it's in the numerator, we want to put pixels from this rate in our denominator so that they cancel out. So pixels divided by pixels is just 1. Units cancel just like numbers. So for this rate here, we would have 4 bytes for every 1 pixel. So our 4 bytes go up top. And like I said, since we have pixels up top and down below, they will cancel each other. And we will just end up with the unit that we're looking for, the total number of bytes, which is in one photo. Now, at this point, we just carry out our multiplication. And we're really multiplying fractions. So if you want, you could put this all over 1. But we just multiply straight across. We do this 2.2 million multiplied by 4, which would be 8.8 million, or 8.8 times by 10 to the 6th. We just multiply the coefficient here in both cases for our scientific notation and then deal with the exponent at the end. But 4 times 2.2 won't change the power since we did not go past 10 for this coefficient. So our final answer is that in one photo, there are 8.8 times 10 to the 6 bytes, or 8.8 million bytes.